I do want the culture to exist such that you can just survive in these normie spaces as just a conservative by default. Okay. And of course there are some places where you can do that. But if you look at the charts where they show, the political breakdown of these different professions and who they give money to, and it's like 99.9% of academia, and tech is this way, and across the board, these like white collar professions in particular are just dominated by a kind of default liberalism. And I think, we're talking about like, okay, what is this podcast? What are we trying to do here? What is the larger term goal? There's the strict sort of explicit political goal. You want certain policies enacted, but there's also this meta-political goal. There's the sort of social architecture that you're trying to manipulate in these small ways, how people, their sort of attitudes and beliefs, and how can we like change that subtly so that you can just be an academic who's a conservative and not just like a milquetoast, token conservative. The bow tie guy, the sort of, every econ department has like the token libertarian guy. I don't even know if that counts as conservative, but he's sort of conservative coded. But you can you can be like opposed to, mass immigration, and you can have like actual, right-wing views, and you can just state those views plainly. I mean, I wouldn't say it's radicalizing because I was already sort of pretty far down the road, but when I was at a faculty party and Scalia had just died, and all these like the faculty was like celebrating this. I was like, it was in this conversation where they were like celebrating that Scalia had just passed away. This, to them, he's like this horrible, villainous creature. And I'm just sitting there going like, what kind of assumptions do you have to be making subconsciously about everyone else around you, that at a party where there's just like dozens of people and like families, that you could just be celebrating a guy's death like this? That's crazy. And it's indicative of this default sort of leftist set of assumptions that people are making in these spaces. And I just think we need to like get to a place where that's no longer the case, where you can just be a right winger. You can express these right wing views. It doesn't jeopardize your opportunity to get gigs and have a job and et cetera, et cetera. So, that's part of this like larger project. And I think something that both of us have gone through and has sort of colored the way that we think about politics.